नमो नमः। सर्वेषां पुनरेकवारं हार्दं स्वागतम्. Students, in today's session, I would like to take you to the literature part or literature section. And today we are going to begin with a new poem, that is Sukti Mauktikam. But before we proceed, I would like to give you information about the change that has taken place in your syllabus. As per the revised syllabus prescribed by CBSE, some lessons have been omitted from your literature section. Let's see which lessons are omitted and which are prescribed for the examination.
Here is the list of the lessons which are prescribed for the examination. Lesson number 2, Swarnakakaha. Lesson number 3, Godohanam. Lesson number 5, Sukti Mauktikam. Lesson number 6, Bhranto Balaha. Lesson number 9, Sikata Setuhu. Lesson number 10, Jatayoho Shauryam. And lesson number 11, Paryavaranam. It means lesson number 1, 4, 7, 8 and 12 are not there for the examination. I'll repeat, lesson number 1, 4, 7, 8 and 12 are not there for the examination.
As I have told you earlier, in today's session we are going to begin with the poem Sukti Mauktikam. Sukti means good saying and Mauktikam means pearl. Sukti Mauktikam means pearls in the form of good sayings. Indeed, the title of the poem is apt for it. Sukti Mauktikam is a collection of valuable pearls in the form of Sanskrit verses or Subhashitani which have been taken from different books or treatises such as Vidur Nitihi, Chanakya Nitihi, Hitopadeshaha, Mruchakatikam, Bhamini Vilasaha, etc. These verses deal with variety of topics and they are instructive, interesting and delightful. As usual, these verses are full of social and moral values which can enrich our minds and embellish our life. The language of the verses is simple and easy to understand. I hope you will enjoy all the 8 verses given in the poem. So let's get started with the first one. Here is the first verse. I'll read it out for you. Vrittam yatnena samrakshet vittameti cha yati cha akshino vittatah kshino vrittatastu hato hatah. This verse has been taken from Manusmrutihi. Let's see the words with Sandhihi and Sanyogaha from the given verse.
I'll mark the words with Sandhihi or Sanyogaha. Samrakshed Vittam, Vittameti, Akshino Vittatah, Kshino Vrittatastu, and Hato Hatah. Let's see the resolution of these words. Samrakshed Vittam is the example of Sandhihi and the resolution is Samrakshet with Halantata plus Vittam. It's the example of Jashtva Sandhihi. Vittameti is the example of Sanyogaha and the resolution is Vittam plus Eti. Akshino Vittatah, the resolution is Akshinaha plus Vittatah. It's the example of Visargasya Utvam. Kshino Vrittatastu, the resolution is Kshinaha plus Vrittatah plus Tu. Hato Hatah is also the example of Visarga Sandhihi and the resolution is Hatah plus Hatah. Let's see the Anvayaha of the verse. Here is the Anvayaha. Manushyaha Vrittam Yatnena Samrakshet Vittam Eti cha Yati cha Vittatah Kshinaha Akshinaha Bhavati Vrittatah Kshinaha Tu Hatah Hatah. Let's see the meanings of the words and the translation of the verse. Vrittam Yatnena Samrakshet. Vrittam means character. Yatnena with efforts. Samrakshet should protect. One should protect character with efforts. It means one should make efforts to protect one's character. Vittameti cha yati cha. Vittam means money or wealth. Eti cha yati cha, comes and goes. Money comes and goes. One should protect character with efforts. Money comes and goes. The next line is Akshino vittatah kshinah. Vittatah kshinah means the one who loses money. Akshinah has not lost anything. The one who loses money has not lost anything. Vrittatastu hato hatah. Vrittatah kshinah means the one who has lost character. Hatah hatah has lost everything or gets destroyed. But the one who has lost character has lost everything. The translation of the verse is, one should make efforts to protect one's character. Money comes and goes. Akshinah vittatah kshinah, the one who loses money has not lost anything, but the one who has lost character has lost everything. In simple words, if money is lost, nothing is lost. If character is lost, everything is lost. I hope you have understood the translation.
In this verse, the poet has explained the importance of good character or good conduct in our life. The poet has compared character to money and has stated that character is more important than money or wealth. If money is lost, then it can be earned back with hard work or efforts. But if character is lost, then the person himself gets destroyed. It cannot be restored or it cannot be obtained back. That's why we should always be ready to protect our character. A rich man may become poor due to the loss of wealth or money, but if he has character, then nothing is lost for him. But when the character of a person gets destroyed, then the person becomes as good as dead. That's why in the first line, the poet has given an advice that we must attentively be ready to protect our character. I hope you have understood it. Now let's see some important forms from the verse.
Kshinah, here the dhatuhu is kshi and the pratyayah is kta. Hatah, han dhatuhu plus kta pratyayah. Students, you will get acquainted with kta pratyayah afterwards. Let's see the next verse.
Here is the next verse. I'll read it out for you. Try to understand the pronunciation of words. Shruyatam dharma sarvasvam shrutva chaivavadharyatam atmanah pratikulani paresham na samacharet. This verse is taken from Vidur Nitihi. Let's see the words with Sandhihi from the verse.
There is only one word with Sandhihi. Chaivavadharyatam. Let's see the dissolution of the word. Cha plus eva plus avadharyatam. Let's see the anvayah of the verse. Here is the anvayah. Dharma sarvasvam shruyatam shrutva cha eva avadharyatam atmanah pratikulani paresham na samacharet. Let's see the meanings of the words and the translation. Shruyatam dharma sarvasvam. Shruyatam means listen. Dharma sarvasvam, gist of righteousness or essence of righteousness. Shrutva, after listening. Cha eva avadharyatam. Avadharyatam, understand it well. Listen to the gist of righteousness and after listening to it, understand it well. Atmanah pratikulaani pareshan na samacharet. Atmanah means to oneself. Pratikulani, disagreeable. Paresham means to others. Na samacharet, should not be done or performed. Things which are disagreeable to self should not be done towards others. The translation of the entire verse is: listen to the gist of righteousness, and after listening to it, understand it well. Things which are disagreeable to self should not be done to others. It means never perform things that are disagreeable to self towards others.
In this verse, the poet has explained the principle which is found in many religions and cultures. Don't treat others in ways that you would not like to be treated. Whatever is hurtful or painful to you, the same thing is hurtful and painful to others as well. So don't do such hurtful things to others. In simple words, treat others in the way that you want to be treated. Treat others with respect, concern, and kindness that you want others to show to you. Because whatever you are going to give to the world, the same is going to come back to you. The same you are going to get back. So that's why we should always be careful while treating others. The poet says that this is the only essence, this is the gist of the righteousness, and we should listen to it, and not just listen to it, avadharyatam, we should try to understand it very well, we should try to grasp it. I hope you have understood the verse. Let's see one important form from the verse.
The form is shrutva, shru dhatuhu plus tva pratyayah. Let's see the next verse.
प्रियवाक्य प्रदानेन सर्वे तुष्यन्ति जन्तवः तस्मात् तदेव वक्तव्यं वचने का दरिद्रता. This verse is taken from Chanakya Nitihi. I hope you have understood the pronunciation. Let's see the words with Sandhihi from the verse.
There is only one word with Sandhihi, that is Tadeva. Let's see the dissolution of the word. It is Tat plus Eva. It's the example of Jashtva Sandhihi. Now let's see the Anvayaha of the verse. Here is the Anvayaha. Sarve jantavaha priyavakya pradanena tushyanti. Tasmat tat eva vaktavyam vachane daridrata ka. Let's see the meanings of the words and the translation of the verse. Priyavakya pradanena means with pleasant words. Tushyanti, become satisfied or delighted. Sarve means all, and Jantavaha means living beings. All living beings are delighted or are satisfied with pleasant words. Tasmat, hence, Tadeva Vaktavyam. Vaktavyam means must speak. Tadeva, only thus. It means the pleasing words. Hence, one must speak pleasing words. Vachane ka daridrata? Why be poor with sweet words? The translation of the entire verse is: all living beings are satisfied with pleasant words. Hence, one must speak only thus. It means one must speak pleasing words. Why be poor with sweet words? I hope you have understood the translation.
This verse explains the importance of sweet and pleasant speech. The poet has suggested all of us to offer kind words to others, because in this world, all living beings, including animals and birds, also love to listen to sweet and kind words. They get attracted towards it. Generally, people avoid such a person who speaks harshly or use bitter words. There is no scarcity of sweet words in this world. And that's why the poet asks the question, why should we be miser or poor in speaking such sweet words? And as we have seen in the previous verse, whatever we are going to give to the world, the same we are going to receive or we are going to get back. So improve your communication and try to use sweet words is what suggested by the poet. I hope you have understood the verse. Let's see a pair of Visheshana Visheshapadam from the given verse.
The word sarve, which is actually a pronoun, is the Visheshanam of the word jantavaha. Let's see the next verse.
Here is the fourth verse. Pibanti nadhyah swayameva nambhah swayam na khadanti falani vrukshaha nadanti sasyam khaluvari vahaha paropakaraya satam vibhutayah. This verse is taken from Subhashita Ratna Bhandagaram. Let's see the words with Sandhihi or Sanyogaha from the verse.
I'll mark the words with Sanyogaha or Sandhihi. Swayameva, Nambhaha and Nadanti. Let's see the dissolution of these words. Swayameva is the example of Sanyogaha and the dissolution is Swayam plus Eva. Nambhaha is the example of Sandhihi and the dissolution is Na plus Ambhaha. Nadanti, the dissolution is Na plus Adanti. Nambhaha and Nadanti are the examples of Dirgha Sandhihi. Let's see the Anvayaha of the verse. Here is the Anvayaha. Natyah swayam eva ambhah na pibanti. Vrukshaha swayam falani na khadanti. Varivahaha khalu sasyam na adanti. Satam vibhutayah paropakaraya eva bhavanti. Let's try to understand the meanings of the words and the translation of the verse. Pibanti nadyah swayameva nambhah. Nadyah means rivers. Swayam, own. Na ambhah. Ambhah means water and na pibanti, don't drink. The rivers don't drink their own water. Swayam na khadanti falani vrukshaha. Swayam, own. Na khadanti, don't eat. Falani, fruits. Vrukshaha, trees. Trees don't eat their own fruits. Nadanti sasyam khaluvari vahaha. Na adanti, don't eat. Sasyam means crop. Khalu, indeed. Vari vahaha, clouds. The clouds indeed do not eat the crops grown by themselves. Paropakaraya satam vibhutayah. Paropakaraya, for helping others. Satam, of good people. Vibhutayah, wealth or riches. The wealth of good people is for helping others. The translation of the entire verse is: the rivers don't drink their own water. Trees don't eat their own fruits. The clouds indeed do not eat the crops grown by themselves. The wealth of good people is for helping others. I hope you have understood the translation.
In this verse, the poet has explained the nature of good people or noble people. Good people are selfless. They never think of themselves. Rather, they always strive for the well-being of others. And this nature of good people is explained by comparing them to rivers, trees, and clouds. Rivers contain sweet and tasty water, but they never consume their own water. They offer that water to others to satisfy, to quench their thirst. In the same way, trees bear the burden of fruits, but they never eat their own fruits. They offer their fruits to others. Clouds give water and help crops to grow, but they don't eat those crops which are grown by using their water. Good people are exactly like these rivers, trees, and clouds. Whatever wealth, money, or riches they have, they utilize it for the well-being of others. They never consume them or they never try to use it for themselves. Even their existence is for the well-being or the welfare of others. That's why it is said in the last line, Paropakaraya Satam Vibhutayah. There is one more verse in Sanskrit which explains the similar kind of thought. Ravishchandro ghana vrikshaha nadi gavascha sajjanaha ete paropakaraya loke devena nirmitaha. In short, this verse means the sun, the moon, cows, trees, clouds, rivers, etc. and good people have been created in this world by the God to help others. It is indeed true. I hope you have understood the verse. So students, we have seen first 4 verses from Sukti Mauktikam. I have selected 2 verses out of these 4 and I'm going to ask you some questions based on them. So get ready to solve the questions.
Here is the verse, and the questions based on the verse are: Ekapadena uttarata yatnena kim sanrakshet. The second one is vittatah kshinah manushyaha कीदृशः भवति. पूर्णवाक्येन उत्तरतः जीवने किम् एति याति च. And the second one is कीदृशः मनुष्यः पूर्णतः हतः भवति. भाषिक कार्यम क्वेश्चंस. आगच्छति इति पदस्य विलोमपदं किम्. The second one is वृत्तं यत्नेन संरक्षेत्. अत्र क्रियापदं किम्. The third one is धनम् इति पदस्य पर्यायपदं किं प्रयुक्तम्. Students, you can pause the video and can think about the answers. Once it is done, you can go to the part where the answers will be displayed. Let's see one more verse. Here is the verse, and the questions based on the verse are: Ekapadena uttarata kaha swayameva ambhah na pibanti. The second one is वारिवाहाः किन्न अदन्ति. पूर्णवाक्येन उत्तरतः वृक्षाः किन्न भक्षयन्ति. And the second one is सज्जनानां विभूतयः किमर्थं भवन्ति. भाषिक कार्य क्वेश्चंस. जलम इति पदस्य पर्यायपदं किम्. The second one is अदन्ति अस्य क्रियापदस्य कर्तृपदं किम्. And the third one is दुर्जनानाम् इति पदस्य विलोमपदं किं प्रयुक्तम्.
I hope you have solved the questions and are ready with your answers. Let's check them.
Here is the first verse, and the questions based on it are: Ekapadena uttarata Yatnena kim sanrakshet? What should be protected with efforts? And the answer is Vrittam. Vittatah kshinah manushah kidrishah bhavati? What kind of person does a man become when he loses money? And the answer is akshinah. पूर्णवाक्येन उत्तरत जीवने किम एति याति च? What comes and goes in life? And the answer is जीवने वित्तम एति याति च. The next question is कीदृशः मनुष्यः पूर्णतः हतः भवति? What kind of person gets completely destroyed? And the answer is वृत्ततः हतः मनुष्यः पूर्णतः हतः भवति. भाषिककार्य क्वेश्चंस. आगच्छति इति पदस्य विलोमपदं किम्? And the antonym for the word agachati is yati. Vrittam yatnena samrakshet atra kriyapadam kim? And the verb in the given sentence is sanrakshet. Dhanam iti padasya paryayapadam kim prayuktam? And the paryayapadam for the word dhanam is vittam. Let's see the next verse. एकपदेन उत्तरत काः स्वयमेव अम्भः न पिबन्ति? What don't drink their own water? And the answer is nadyah. Varivahaः किं न अदन्ति? What is not eaten by clouds? And the answer is sasyam. The next question is पूर्णवाक्येन उत्तरत वृक्षाः किं न भक्षयन्ति? What is not eaten by trees? And the answer is वृक्षाः स्वयं फलानि न भक्षयन्ति. The next one is सज्जनानां विभूतयः किमर्थं भवन्ति? For what purpose is the wealth of good people? And the answer is सज्जनानां विभूतयः परोपकाराय भवन्ति. भाषिककार्य क्वेश्चंस. जलम इति पदस्य पर्यायपदं किम्? And the पर्यायपदम for the word jalam is ambhah. अदन्ति अस्य क्रियापदस्य कर्तृपदं किम्? And the कर्तृपदम of the verb अदन्ति is वारिवाहाः. दुर्जनानाम् इति पदस्य विलोमपदं किं प्रयुक्तम्? And the antonym for the word durjananam is satam. I hope your answers are correct.
I would like to end the presentation here. I hope you have understood the part which we have discussed today. We will meet again with the next part. Dhanyavadaha. Punarmilamah.